Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Big Red coming to you from my side of the house. Yes, that's the shtick I found, and that's the one I'm going to stick with for right now until something else comes up better. This is my first video of the year of 2023. I do plan on doing a lot more. I'm going to try to do some unboxings. I'm going to try to do some deck reviews, and we'll just see where it goes. Who knows? I won't kind of label myself into one lane just yet, but I will say I'm very heavy into Magic the Gathering. I'm sure you can see I've got an open commander over here. Maybe we'll open it to a deck review. Of course, it's old and there's hundreds of them out there already, and everybody's given their opinion on it. So maybe might wait for something new to come out. And there's so much new stuff coming out this year in the year 2023. It's going to be a big year for Magic. It's going to be a very expensive year for Magic as well. So it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, we're going to do deck reviews. We're going to, and the deck reviews are going to be my personal ones. I'm not reviewing anyone else's stuff out there, because I'd hate to tell, oh yeah, it runs like this, and it's like, nope, you're playing it all wrong. So I'm just going to be doing my own deck techs, I guess you call it. And then for the most part, today in this video, we're going to be doing a bag review. I have here the Pirate Lab Mini, and going to give my opinions, thought on it, and kind of see how everyone else feels about it. Myself personally, kind of segueing into that, I am your Magic the Gathering player on the go. I don't really have a lot of time in my life to play Magic, but when I do, I really love to sit down and play a game of Magic. So, with that being said, I have tried so many things, and none of them have quite felt right. One of my favorites for a while was I had the Card Titan messenger bag. Now, of course, there's so many brands out there. I got this whenever I went to nationals one year, and I really liked it. And it did really well for a while until my collection kind of got out of control, and it kind of outgrew itself. Yeah, I think those are English words. But and that did great. And something else I kind of evolved to there for a while was, and you can probably find this at your Tractor Supply, you see a lot of people carrying these things around. And these things are absolutely fantastic. They hold your commander decks. There's plenty of room. The only issue I have is with the longer ones. I wish there was more of these smaller ones. I think I picked this up for 2025, and it did just fine. It did really well. But once again, being your Magic player on the go, carrying around 12 commander decks gets kind of heavy, and I just don't have the time to play 12 commander decks. So you really have to pick and choose which ones you want. And something I have here at the house, for whenever I'm playing spell table or just around, I have these, and I think these are absolutely fantastic. You can screw them to the wall, they hang in there, and the trays actually come fully out, so you can kind of take them and move with them. So I really like these. But in today's video, we're going to be looking at the lab bag, the small one. The big one was nice, but once again, if I'm going to get the big one, I already have something to carry 12 commander decks with, so I don't really need that. I also tried the luggage one that had the handle, which I think they're no longer making those anymore, and it was too big to be small and too small to be big. It didn't hold my entire collection, so it was too small, but it was too big to carry in and out of Magic stores, and as a bigger fella, I already have back problems. But to the bag. This Pirate Lab, personally, I really like a lot. The only flaw I think I have is on the bottom. If I'm not mistaken, they put this here so you can put your playmat tube. And absolutely fantastic. Yay. Now I have a place to carry my playmat. The only problem is, if I'm sitting it like this, the playmat tube really pushes it forward, and by the time, excuse me, I have the hiccups. By the time you get done messing with it, you might as well lay it down on its face or on its back, just like that. And I don't like doing that, because then whenever it's laid down like that, it just gets dirty and it looks bad. So I don't have the playmat on it right now, so I can actually sit it up right like it's supposed to be. That's why it has those pads. Now, if it had it on this side, it's like I understand that it spends a little bit more money, then I could be like, okay, well, I kind of get that, but as is, it does not, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But you can still put your playmat down there, and that gives you a spot to hold it. We'll flip to the back side here. One thing I do like is, honestly, I have the big 12 pocket binders, the 9 pocket binders, and I also have some of the 4 pocket binders. Currently, I am using the Game Genic binder, and this binder is fairly full. I'll give you a look. I've got like my little stand, my little measuring thing there. That's for something totally else, but this is a fairly full binder, and it fits back here very perfectly. Like it fits nice, and you also have spots up here in your top for. I have a boogie board, I guess is what they call them. I have my pins, and there's plenty of room for your dice up front. And honestly, I could probably stick some more stuff back here, but as is, that fits perfectly fine. Also, something to compare this to if you don't have a Game Genic binder, here is the Ultra Pro, I guess collector's edition kind of thing. These are pretty much the exact same binder, except for just branding. That's about it. They're exactly the same size. Just depends on what you like as an individual, and you may not like those binders at all. But these are not going to fit your bigger binders, so I wouldn't even try it. But I believe the bigger lap bags will if you prefer something like that. Now over to the front here, we'll give you a nice little. I was about to say, 1 second. There we go. Got to get creative sometimes. But when we open it, we have our Pirate Lab logo that is sewn in, and we have another spot where if we need a boogie board, you can stick it there. These trays are removable. They do come out, and they do resell those. And honestly, if you want to hold more deck boxes, you can. This is still very sturdy without the tray there, and you could probably stick in I'd say at least 6 commander decks along with your dice tokens and some other stuff. But as is, I paid for the tray, so I'm going to use the tray. And just like that, I was able to take it in and out one hand, super easy. It was very nice. As far as the deck boxes go, for instance, here's your older style, your flip deck box. These right here are the ones that I used growing up. They will not fit like this. These are your Ultra Pros. But they will fit where the opening is toward the front, and you can probably fit 2 like that, and then maybe some dice and stuff. Here is some of your newer Ultra Pros. These are your 100 plus. They do fit in there. Your lid catches just a little bit, but they do fit in there, and they're pretty flat. There's just a little bit of stick up there. There you go, and that gives your room, your lid, some room to move. We have boulders. They fit just fine. You could probably fit, I'd say, yeah, about 2.5. It's just a little short of having room for 3, but if you take this thing out, your liner, I guess you call it, you could probably get 3 and some dice. Currently, I've been using the towers. Now, with that being said, your towers will fit in there. They do stick up a little bit. I'd say that's about 1/2 inch. They do stick up, but this will close and zip up. It doesn't look like it, but there's a little flap here that does stretch a little bit, and it will close with those. You still have room for stuff up here. That's what I'm actually carrying around. But with that being said, they do not have the dice trays on the bottom. I have the dice trays, but I don't put them on the bottom just because they will not fit, which means your Dragon Shield nest, they don't fit like that. You have to put them in. Actually, I don't think they fit at all. Yeah, your Dragon Shield nest, these just do not fit. So these will fit sideways if you want your dice, but yeah, your Dragon Shield nest, these don't fit. So sorry guys, if this is what you're carrying. If you want these to fit, you're going to have to take this thing out. Now, I'm going to fill it up the way I have it and kind of show you how I carry it around. I usually have 4 towers in here. I carry around these little clear things for dice, just because my games usually don't last long enough. I don't need a lot of dice. So I've got one of those. I've got another one for tokens. These things are really handy to have, honestly, these little clear cases. And I still have some extra room in the front. And in the back, we have a popper commander. I wish tiny leader was still a thing, but it's what it is. Got that. And then I also keep a clear empty one just for like your pickups, your single pickups and stuff, so I don't stick them back in the binder. I can stick that in there, and I still have room. Actually, I can probably move the tokens to the back. That's a little snug, but it does fit. And then I've got enough room for probably about 60 cards, or if I want to use some of the dividers, and this thing did come with quite a few of these. Get you a little look-see there. They're about, let's say, 1/4 of an inch thick, and they are hard. I don't know if you heard that, but they're really heavy duty, and you can fit, I think it came with like 6 of these things. I personally don't even, because they're already in deck boxes, but if you wanted to take your decks out of the deck boxes and stick them in here, don't know if I'd recommend that, but you can, and those dividers can come in handy. But that is with what I'm currently carrying. And I'll get a zip up view here. A little tight on the side, but I don't think that this is going to bust the zippers. I feel like that's pretty secure and fine. Yeah, and it fits perfectly like that. So for me, this is really nice to have. I can just get it, grab it, go. It has everything I need in it. So as long as I want to play these commander decks this week, that's fine. Just swap them out. If you're looking to spend like 8 hours at your shop, yeah, sure, get the bigger one. But if you're someone like me who can only pop in for maybe like an hour or two, this right here has been a great bag for me, and I'm sure it could be a great bag for you. Now, with that being said, they are a little pricey, but so far I've used this for about, we'll say, 2 weeks, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been the perfect bag for me, and I have tried quite a bit of stuff. Now, with that being said, whenever I say I try quite a bit of stuff, I mean this is your playmat tube that a lot of people have, or they have the little triangle ones. I personally also have these. These are poster tubes that you can get from your post office to ship out mails. You know, I bought these, cut them down, holds playmats. Save yourself about 20 bucks there. You're welcome. Or 15, something like that. I'm not sure the current going price of playmat tubes. But anyways, with that being said, I think that's a good place to stop with this. We're at about 13 minutes. And you all, I really appreciate those of you who's watched this video all the way through. Thank you for the likes. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you watched it. And let me know something that maybe Jens would like to see coming to Magic. Like I said, maybe I'll do some spoiler reviews or maybe some talk throughs of some cards, because honestly I have so many people I would love to talk to and get to see, but it's just a matter of having time to do it. Maybe this is a way where people can see me and hear my voice a little bit. And like I said, don't forget, if you like watching playthroughs and stuff, I'm a really big fan of Fable, and I've got some stuff coming in. Once I get it, I may do like a playthrough of Fable 1, 2, and 3, you know, in kind of a hype for that Fable 4 coming out next year, if everything goes right and if all the bells and whistles line up. I can't wait to see some information on it. Honestly, that's what kind of sparked this. Is I really want to do a playthrough, and I want to visually see myself play this game. I want to see my excitement. I want to see my disappointments. I want to see things like, there was a miss. Yes, there's a win. And I just really want to see all that and capture it for the first time I play through the game. And I'm really excited about it. So in preparation for that, we're starting this, and we'll see how well it goes. And you know, I've got a lot to learn, and I'm going to try to learn and do the best I can. But thank you all for stopping in and watching. I appreciate you all, and who knows, maybe I'll see you around again. Thank y'all.